Greetings and welcome. Are there any particular matchups that you would like to play?
Um, Gosh. I haven't played Syrus yet.
At all?
Ever.
Huh.
That was the wrong... No, that was the right bag. Um,
I think there's a reasonable chance that you'll like it.
I... I have no idea, and I feel like trying something new. Um, Also, I discovered today that Exceeds cards are twice as big as the default cards in
That
Tabletop
is...
Simulator.
Yep, that's correct. Whenever I import cards, I have to resize them.
Um, so... I... So my custom deck that I just brought in today,
Mm-hmm.
um, let me state you get a Cyrus reference, which is mostly me getting a Cyrus reference, but my Cyrus reference is on your side of the table. Um, okay. And then I get to pick your character, right? Is that the way this works? Does the chat get to pick your character?
Well, I'm listening to chat. Nobody... Oh, we finally got a suggestion. But if there's anybody that you'd like to see, or you'd like to have me play, that is fine with me. Um,
Um,
Blue suggested Ken, so I will default to Ken if you
right.
don't pick anybody.
Let's please the chat.
I'll pick Chun-Li, just
Um,
because Blue's here all the time and I listen to him a lot, so I'm gonna ignore him momentarily.
okay. Oh, I do have a Street Fighter reference. Oh, my reference is a card.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna want this, though.
Yeah, I, I indeed prefer playtest style references. I didn't see that the generator was actually in your module now.
Yeah.
There we go. That I should. So it's. That didn't work. I'm not sure how to only select half my hand.
Here.
Okay, that works. Um, and no, come on. Wait. Okay. Gold girls playmat. Okay, so
Oh,
do you want your card facing you?
yeah.
Um, and
Know the drill?
I need to call it, and you're gonna coin toss. That's the way this works.
Yep. Or you just flip it because I always call tails.
And I always call heads.
Works.
It. Okay. I'll go. I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
So I'll take 5. Um. And I'm gonna roll 5.
Difficult decisions. And I don't know what my own attack shapes look like. Let's see. Oh. Oh, wow. I have good range options. Okay. Mulligan 6. To you, Sarah.
Um. Interface. Okay. Um, I'll boost for speed for my first turn, drawing end turn.
Discard it.
You're gonna attack that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'll boost for speed again, drawing end turn.
Mm-hmm. I declined to retreat.
Um, okay. Uh, After resolving it. Okay, so I should be using instant boost a lot. Uh, I'll tech your speed.
Oh, sorry. Already?
And then this goes into play as a face down boost, I believe.
Correct.
Um,
Then you draw.
oh, yes.
So
Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. I'll prepare.
mm-hmm. This I have thoughts on this play, but I'll give it a try. I've got to spend a force. Eh. Lots of force here that I don't want to spend. Let's see. Yeah. I hate to do this. Yeah, I think I actually spin this. And strike.
Okay, you break speed ties. I'm. Okay, so. Wait. You know, I think I'll just play the card from my hand that I want to play rather than trying to read through your deck.
Seems good.
Um,
Oof. Alright, that's fine. So you'll hit first. Do your stuff.
and I'll throw you two, and then my boost has hit at this card to your gauge. So I'm going to do that now because that's the timing on the card.
Yep. I say 3. I close 2. I hit for 4 and gain advantage.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, boost goes out first.
I get this to gauge. Strike.
All wild swing.
Okay. So I have grasp. I will push you 1 and deal 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
After, if the opponent is stunned, doesn't
I
resolve.
am not stunned. Yep.
Goes straight to my discard.
Your turn.
I'm gonna EX transform.
Ooh, which one's that? Okay, that's good. And then draw.
Oh yes, too busy reading my transformation.
Prepare.
That sounds good. I'll prepare as well.
Wow, this is rude. Ultra parry. Spend 2 force. Discard 3 normals, or show me your hand and discard all of your normals.
Yeah, I like this card. Okay, 1, 2, 3,
responding to chat for a moment. Blue, don't you dare accuse me of good guile play.
Okay, and then I think I need to prepare again to try to replace all those cards I just lost.
Fair enough. Alright. One force. Ignore guard and strike.
I think I'll Wild Swing again, because why not?
Oh, that's not bad. So yeah, three power. It ignores guard. So spend one force to keep your block.
Oh, yes. Shoot, what do I want to spend? Sure, I'll spend this guy.
Okay, so then this goes to gauge, this goes to gauge.
And I'll take my block.
Your turn.
Okay, I'll boost with Tidal Wave, move one, then draw a card. And then this flips over to turn into a boost. Then I'm going to discard it immediately per my transformation to strike.
Yep.
And then I'll set this.
That all seems correct. Critical Wild Swing. It's Spike. Yeah, okay, we trade.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 5 from that.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this goes into our transformation area. And the effect is your attacks have, if you have a continuous boost in play, +1 power. Oh, fun.
It's very good. I will exceed.
Alright. I'm missing my Albatross Talon transformation. I just remembered that I really want my Syrus FAQ card right now because I don't remember how these work. It's...
You don't remember how they work?
There's some complex interaction between Memories from the Deep and his Exceed UA.
I mean, so they're both after they resolve, so you choose the order. However, once a card is sealed, it doesn't, other things don't happen. Like, it can't be pulled out of the sealed area unless something specifically does so.
Was it... Maybe I'm thinking of the Reckless Greed interaction. I don't know. I just remember that there was one day that in the chat, somebody asked Andarl about it, and Andarl gave a straightforward explanation. I was like, this is good information for a reference card. Right.
Oh, right. So 2 of them are after resolving the boost, and 1 is after resolving an action. So Reckless Greed is later in resolution. That's probably what you're thinking of. So like Reckless Greed is after resolving an action.
Okay.
The reason this matters is that if you, so for example, if you're in Exceed mode, you play this from your gauge. Assuming that you have all of your transformations, right? Then Memories from the Deep would say, seal this after it resolves, and your ability says, put it into play after it resolves, and you choose the order. And that's fine. So like you can move 1 or you cannot move. Either way, it gets sealed.
Okay.
Reckless Reckless Greed says, after resolving an action that does not cause a strike, the action is not fully resolved until this is already gone.
Okay.
So basically, you cannot chain memories into Reckless Greed. That is my understanding of it. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I am not the Daniel. I am just one of the mini Daniels.
Okay. Okay, I think that all makes sense. Okay. I am not in my exceed mode.
Right, thank you. Sorry, my bad.
Um, I'll. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna boost with Riptide. Well, just Riptide, not Riptide Fury. Both players drop to 3 cards, take another action. I'll draw 3.
Me too.
This gets well. This gets flipped over and turns into a continuous boost.
Yep.
Um. Okay, and then I will. I'll strike with this card.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't. I got distracted. So let's see. You did that as an action after your other thing, meaning you didn't have to discard anything. Makes sense. You plus 1 power. Okay. I definitely wild swing here. No critical.
Okay.
I will take 5.
And on hit, this goes to Gage. And then also just this goes to Gage.
Your turn. The thing with the eyes. Sorry, I'm reading chat.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll strike with this guy.
Oh, okay. Blue, if you are making a playtest reference, I can guess which one you're making. That doesn't look like a reference to me. You're striking, range 1. Okay. Do I get grasped? Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Cool.
I'm going to throw you and then Gage this.
Yep. I boost for speed. I decline to retreat. Actually, no, I will retreat.
I'm gonna flip, and I'm gonna spend 2 gauge, and I'm spending I'm spending cards with continuous boosts from my gauge. Um, that nope. Um, and then I'll draw down my turn.
Neat. I will boost for +1 speed, hit gain advantage at this to gauge. And do I want to retreat? Nah, I'm good. Okay, so the story about the eyes, I'm going to explain this to chat. You can carry on. The story about the eyes is Alita Battle Angel was directed or produced, I forget, by, I think it was executive produced by James Cameron or something like that. Anyway, the director had never done a film of this magnitude before. And they released a trailer initially, like years and years ago, when it was like early in development. And everybody who saw the trailer complained that the characters looked weird and wrong. It was like super uncanny valley. The eyes were too big. Like that was the feedback across the board. It got very bad press. Like it was not good. Now it was early on and they had lots of time, so this did not incite panic, except in the director who was like, okay, this is a very bad first showing. What's James Cameron gonna say? And he contacted James Cameron to ask what his thoughts were, and the guy called him back. I forget if he left a message or if they spoke on the phone. And the story is like third hand, mind you. This is a story I heard. I'm not quoting facts here. And James Cameron's response was like, oh, yeah, the eyes. Everyone says they're too big. Yeah, we had this problem with Avatar. The trouble is the irises. You need to make them 30%, maybe 25, 30% bigger. And the director was like, bigger. Like, bigger, not smaller, because everyone says they're too big. It's like, yeah, you need to make them bigger. Which they did, and people were like, okay, this looks right. Yeah. Like, this makes sense now. Like, somewhere between proportions and the fact that, like, making them more exaggerated, more stylized, less human, like, you kind of edge your way out of that uncanny valley. So yeah, that's the story. Hey, Therindos. About the eyes, as it was told to me by my brother, who I'm sure heard it from a very credible source, that reported it from a very credible source that they read online somewhere. Anyway, it is your turn, Mo. Thank you for letting me.
Right. I'm gonna give me some stun resistance with some armor and guard.
Okay.
Drawing. I was so scared I typed 12 to draw.
Yeah.
I don't.
Please don't draw 12.
I only drew one.
Okay, good. Prepare.
I'll boost with this card, which reads add a card from your hand to your gauge, and then after that resolves, it flips and becomes a face down boost.
With +1 power, and now move up to 1.
And so I retreat 1.
Okay, and then do you wish to discard a boost to strike?
No, I do not. I'll draw 1.
Very well. Turn. Okay. I will spend a force to strike. And I have stun immunity, +3 speed, hit gain advantage, hit add this card to my gauge. And +0 to 3 range.
Okay, let's see if the card that I was planning on playing actually works. I think this is because of how many boosts there are in play, I think I need to actually think about what you might be playing.
Anything
So
that hits at range 2 will hit you. Just so you know. Yeah, well, except for head stomp.
attacks at range 4 or greater do not hit you.
Can't
Ugh.
afford the gauge.
Oh, excuse me, that's the attack.
Yes.
Okay. So there's no movement text on your...
Correct.
Okay, on your boosts.
However, my ability does give me range.
For each continuous boost you have in play, your attacks has +0. So you could hit me with a cross right now, just nope out of everything.
That is why I said anything that would hit you at range 2 would hit you, except for head stomp.
Right. Okay, so... Maybe I should have read your character card.
I mean, my normal ability is barely a thing.
Okay, do I even have a chance to wild swing into anything good? Like...
Good, yes. That would help you? I don't know.
Like... Good meaning good for this situation, yes.
Oh, then no, you have nothing that will help. I'm sorry.
This is just... Oh my gosh.
Like, I'll be blunt. This is unbeatable. Do what you will.
Yeah, I think I might have to
Except by one thing. Never mind.
What?
Never mind, I'm wrong. Because actually, that's why I had to play this one. This third one made it unbeatable.
For the stun immunity.
No, for the extra point of range.
Okay.
Like,
I think I just have to wild swing and see what happens.
yeah, that's pretty much what you do, because you can't beat it. Unless I'm wrong, which I have been wrong, but it's speed 6, range 2 to 6 spike. Like,
So you just hit me and I just take it, right?
yeah. Yeah, so you take 5, I get advantage, I get gauge.
Okay. Excuse me, boots go out first.
Feels bad.
It was only 5.
Yeah, I am glad that she does, like, speedy payouts instead of big damage payouts. And I know you are the kind of player who will generally prefer to have me do that sort of thing. Like,
Yeah.
like, I don't like throwing unbeatable attacks, but I feel like you would generally want me to throw that if I have it. Okay, and my advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. But
Well, you had head stomp in play as a boost?
I had head stomp, lights, and faultless focus.
Okay.
Like, as far as I can tell, that was actually unbeatable, which is really makes me sad. It does burn a lot of momentum, though.
Well, I mean, I set myself up into attacks where I can hit with pretty high regularity, even if I do trade.
Right.
That's my playstyle. So
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think I just saw something important. I did see something important. Okay, well, this I just want to do. Ignore armor, strike.
Like, I'm not sure what I'm expecting here. So you've got +1 range. So +1 range, ignore armor, hit add that to your gauge. I don't know if I want to think about it. I just think I just want a wild swing.
I mean, I approve. As you know. Hey, not bad. I spin 4 gauge, close 2, and hit for 9. Excuse me.
Okay.
Then I get gauge.
You have outgoing power of 9.
And I ignore armor
You ignore armor.
from the boost. I actually forgot about that, and now I feel a lot worse. I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay, I'll just take 9 then.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I was really excited about trying to learn to master Chun-Li, and now I feel a lot worse about her. Your turn. I mean, okay, in fairness, it is your first Syrus game. Like,
Right, and I'm
pressuring, yeah, more than I am used to, because you haven't had time to get your,
Okay, let's...
to get your sea legs. Sorry. That felt necessary. Anyway, it's your turn.
Okay, both players draw 3 cards.
Up to 3.
Take another action, so I'm gonna draw 3.
I'm gonna count your focuses. They're both down. I'll draw 3. You wish to move.
It was face down. It is +1 power. Now move up to 1. I'm gonna advance towards you 1. Okay, and then after resolving an action that does not cause a strike, me discard 1.
You have taken another action as well. Just a reminder.
Right, I know. I'm
okay.
just Okay, I think I'm gonna EX transform because now's as good a time as any.
Okay.
And then
you may strike if you wish to discard your boost.
Okay, I think I will. Discarding that, and then I'm gonna EX, actually.
Let me make sure that I don't consider that. Nope, that is Symphony. Or it's Cross, either way. I'm good. Actually, no. Hold on. If it's Symphony or Cross, I play this. Here we go.
Okay, so I need to pay for this, so let's pay for it. Well, I don't have it.
You have plenty.
I'm trying to figure out what I want to spend gauge with.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's legit.
I want to spend focus.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna pull back 5 cards, so the distribution of your discard does matter. Good night, Ogre.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, because if it's in my gauge, then I can definitely play it as a boost. If it's in my discard, then I might be able to play it as a boost. Yeah, I'm gonna spend these 2, and then on reveal, I'm gonna discard this one. And which means it's important that the card goes in on reveal because then that becomes part of my deck. Okay, you've got speed 4. I have +1 power and +1 speed. Okay, so I'm gonna hit you for. I've got outgoing power of 3.
Do your hit effect first.
I do my hit thing first before we calculate damage that's done.
Yep, it'll end up being the same, but you
know.
Principle of the thing.
So I'm gonna flip this, shuffle.
These are technically deducible, so if you wouldn't mind revealing us, you'd pull them.
Right, I was planning on drawing them to the space next to my hand.
Perfect.
I have 7 hands. I'm gonna draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nope, table's collapsing. Good.
5. So this is known.
Uh,
And now I have outgoing power 3.
okay, so I take 3. I have guard 4, so I am not stunned. Um, my table is falling apart, and that's fine. I advance 3, hit, push, or pull 2. I think I just kill you here, because I pull 2.
Yeah, I think that's lethal.
No, you have 1 armor, but
Oh.
next turn is lethal because I have this. So I reading sweep.
You. Okay.
Good game.
That's understood.
Yeah, like then not because I have initiative next because you initiated.
Right. So
Sorry if I
Symphony of the
was.
Deep is dangerous if focus isn't if both foci aren't down.
I mean, Symphony is always dangerous. It does very little damage. Like if you don't EX it, it just doesn't tend to stun because they can EX and they have a lot of things and are highly incentivized to be defensive at close ranges.
Well, I mean, it feels like I need to be getting the power bonus from the transformation and from the ability to bump that up to 4 or greater. Or no, so okay. So if I have 2 continuous boosts in play, so this is just the hit confirm to pay out from the continuous boost, right?
That is a viable line of play. Not everybody plays the same Syrus.
Okay.
Like that's one way to use it. It's a tool. It's a versatile tool. I typically use it as a safe defensive poke. Like okay, that's a lie. I use it as a boost. But if I'm going to strike with it, I strike with as a defensive
Right,
poke.
because if you want to play Syrus as a ranger, then you just don't want to get close enough to use the card, and then you just boost with it to stay at range.
Yeah, and that's how I play him.
Okay. Well, that's that.
Did you enjoy the game?
It was. I'm not used to trying to play around Chun-Li. I probably could have been. There's probably things I could have done. If I had. I think that Syrus can probably recur tech.
Yes, he can. Although he'll seal it afterwards. So.
Well. Yeah, and now granted I didn't have that transformation to play boost from my gauge until the very end of the game, so I'm anyway, but
Yeah, it's fine. It's best used sparingly in my experience. Like it closes games for sure, but you don't want to use it too often until that point.